Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome to the 22nd of February 2022. All the twos today. And twos mean relationships. It's all about relationships. It's time to start developing those relationships back again after COVID separating them, and start to be mindful of, or not start, actually become more mindful of other people's opinions and thoughts and ideas and beliefs. That's theirs, and they're allowed to have them just as much as you're allowed to have yours. When they force them on you, well, that's a little bit different. But anyway, welcome to the Art of Intuition. Today we're doing Trust Your Intuition activity. We're doing an activity. Oh, I forgot to show you what last week's were. I wanted to show you that one. So I'll just pop that up. I should have got that up earlier, sorry. Just say g'day if you're there. I will show you what last week's activity was. I'll share this picture. Hang on, I've got to do this. Share screen. It is a window, that one. I'm going to share that one with you. Okay, so that was last week's activity. Now, what I decided on with the activity was, I think I'm making it too hard for you. When you're first starting to trust your intuition, oops, I've got to put the private chat on just in case somebody's saying hello. Oh, not private chat, on comments. Oh, get it right, girl. So this was last week's intuitive practice. So we're practicing developing our intuition. So that's what this is all about each week. I will do a live card for you. Anybody that wants to put their name up, quite happy to do a card for you. But I want to do these little these little activities. So this was last week's. This was a result of last week's. What I'm going to do this week is a little bit easier. I decided that instead of having these three different cards to try and match up with the other three, we're going to go one card with three. So that's going to be our activity this time for this week. So here we go. I'll show you the activity, what we're going to do first, and see how we go. And then we'll do a card reading. Hi, Evan. Woohoo. I know. Get it right, girl. Yeah, tell me about it. It's one of those days today. Anyway, so this is our activity for today. The card is going to be the little red dot, okay? So we've got three cards here. I'm going to shuffle them up, and there's nothing up my sleeve. This is definitely not a magic trick because I am not good at that. So I'm going to shuffle them up, and what I'm going to do is put them down here on the card, and I want you to tell me if the red one is under number 1, number 2, or number 3. And you just need to put that in the comments. Okay, so red, 1, 2, or 3. And I will tell you the answer to all that next week. So one way of learning to develop your intuition is just to sort of sit there. And I don't need to tell you this, Evan, because you are switched on already. But just to sit there, give yourself a bit of time and just have a look to see where you feel that the red dot or red circle is, if it's under 1, if it's under 2, or if it's under 3. Okay, that's all you need to do. You just sit with it. Oh, good on you, Evan. Okay, now I'm not telling you the answers until next week. So you're more than welcome to come back and try again. So that is the little activity for today. So that's what we're doing for today's activity. And we're going to bring these little activities to you each week. So it's just a little fun way of keeping your intuition, I don't know, front of mind. Okay. Now, I'll leave that there because what I do now after that, I take a photo of it and we'll put it up for tomorrow. All right, so we're here. If you wanted a couple of live readings, I will show you the activity again at the end. So this is it. We're only doing one card. Does that red belong to 1, 2, or 3? Oh, you'll get dizzy if I keep doing that. So sorry about that. All right, Evan, I'm guessing you want a card. So I'm going to do a card for you. I haven't done a card for you before. This will be interesting. And I use these lovely messengers from the spirit guides, the animals, which you would love. That would be right up your alley. And I'm thinking this has got something to do with your book. But anyway, let's see how we go. All right, here's your card. Oh, cheetah. Okay. Now, the cheater is get clear on your intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. It's almost like you need to really, really hone in on this. This is really, really important. Where you're going with this is not one of those things that we want to, like it took me 3 years to write my book. This is saying, don't take 3 years to write your book. This is saying, do your book now, like get it done. And I know you are doing it. I know you're working on it, but there seems to be some sort of an urgency for it. There's a need for you to get it done soon because there's something else in line for it. There's another reason why this book needs to come out at this particular time. So I'm saying that it needs to be done relatively swiftly. So, and I can't put a time frame on it, but with 3 to 6 months comes up. But I'm not saying that's what you need to do, because you need to do your thing and your life. But it is saying there's a little bit of an urgency to it. There's a little bit of a push to go forward with it. So the cheater is definitely more about that. Get that swiftness, get that urgency. I guess in all honesty, when you're writing your book, and I would imagine you would be similar to me in the fact that when you're writing it, you do get these lovely flow of energy. You get that download of energy and oh, okay, it's going to be finished in 2 to 3 months tops. Okay, cool. Because I got 3 months and then I went, 3 to 6 maybe, because I know what it's like when you're writing the book. You think that it's nearly done and you go forward. Yes, that is very correct too. So I don't know what that God is, Evan Sketmet, but yeah, you can let me know. But yes, definitely needs a little bit of speed to that one. Now, the other one I always do a reading for, because she often comes in and she often comes in a bit late. So that's okay. And that is Sally. Sally always gets a reading. And even if she doesn't get a reading, she'll look back on this later. So this is your Sal. It's the polar bear. Oh, you had the polar bear once before. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachments to the outcome. Sometimes when we are trying to put our point forward, we want the other person to accept it. And when we're starting to do that, when we're starting to almost force the other person to accept your point of view, it's the battle of the egos. Now, I had that over the weekend, father and daughter battle of the egos. It's not nice, it's not pleasant, and it doesn't need to be done that way. You do not need to be pushing your point across so much that you have to make the other person wrong. That's okay, Evan. Evan's just saying, thank you for allowing me to use my work in the book. So with Evan's new book, which is all about the goddesses, he is actually using one of my blogs or one of my posts. So yes, no worries. I'm really looking forward to seeing that come out. I'm going to be flogging it, mate. You'll be there. But anyway, this is for Sal. Let me get back to Sal. So what happened over the weekend? We had the battle of the egos. What started off as a general conversation got lifted, got heated, because there was the two egos trying to battle against it, instead of sort of going, well, that's your opinion, great, that's fine, you have that, this is mine, great, that's fine, I'll have that, let's just accept each other and go from there. So that is what happened there. And I'm thinking the polar bear's the same. Sometimes people get so caught up in their own beliefs and their own understandings that they forget to actually allow other people to have their own opinions too. So it's like agree to disagree, because a lot more you yell and scream, the less it's going to achieve anything. So that's yours, Sal, and I'm pretty sure you had that the other day. So I'm still feeling like you're clashing with someone along the line there. And that's sort of, I'm not doing too long. We do it short and sweet on this one because I don't like to hang around for too long. What time is it over there, Evan? It must be getting on. Oh, the afternoon. It would be about mid-evening, wouldn't it? Around 5 o'clock for you in your area. Okay, so this is one more. Now, this is going to be mine because there's no one else there. No one else is asking. I haven't got the young lady from YouTube. She's not on today, but I need a card. 6 o'clock. Okay, yep, cool. I thought it'd be about that. It's 9:09 over here. It's in the morning. This is when I usually do my interviews for the podcast. That's why I asked. All right, this one's mine. See what mine says. You can give me a reading on this one, Evan. Mine is the falcon, which is actually the front of the book, front of the box. Act on the opportunity that is before you and commit without equivocation. Okay, I've got this thing. I've got to tell you about this. I've got this thing happening, and I know I need to commit for that one. There's an expo, and it's called Her Roar. It's a women's expo about sport, and because I've worked in those areas for such a long time, I put my name down as a speaker in there. And I want to talk about intuition and how we should, follow our gut when we're doing these sporting events, and help these young athletes, especially female athletes, to trust themselves, because often we don't trust ourselves in that way, and especially on the field, the sporting field. So I want to actually take intuition to a sporting expo, and the biggest sort of challenges, I've looked at some of the other speakers there, or the whole concept of it, Her Roar, and they've got bodybuilders, they've got real people that are really pumped and ready to go and, get for it, go for it. Whereas I'm sort of, my roar is more internal, and it's like, just go in and just see what's happening inside. So I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I will commit to it. I am going to do it. It is stepping out of my comfort zone. I get that. And that's what I need to do. I need to step out of my comfort zone and take intuition, which is what I always wanted to do, take it to those areas that people don't talk about it, and that's corporate, and that is on the sporting field. One of the coaches I've worked with, he always said that, the girls that we were working with had all the skills, they had all the knowledge, they had all the ability. The only thing they were lacking was their trust in themselves. And he said, I can't teach that. But I can. So that's what I'm thinking of taking. Yes, I have always been connected with women's groups and empowering women. And I'm really looking forward to it, and the younger sport and the youth, yes. So that'd be really good. But anyway, on the podcast this week, what have I got on the podcast? I will tell you, it's actually about the sabotaging. Freeing yourself from self-sabotaging behaviors with Christian. If you found yourself repeating the same self-defeating patterns, I should bring this across so I'm not looking away. It might be in a relationship, work, or community environment. We all have the power to change those patterns within us, and Christian talks about those. So that's on the podcast this Thursday, 9:00 Australia time. So that'll be about 6 p.m. your time on Wednesday, Evan. All right, that's me from today. I'm going to say bye for now. Catch up with you, Sal. Send me a message when you see this. Okay. All right. Love and kindness. Oh, no. Melly says that. I'm thinking of Melly. She lost her website. The whole website was hacked by malware. So please keep safe, everybody, especially cybersafe. Okay. All right. I will see you soon. Bye for now. Thanks for joining in, Evan. And I'm looking forward to your next chapter. Bye.